What if I told you that one decision you make today, yes, just one, could completely change the next 30 days of your life? Not in theory, not in some far-off future, but starting right now. Sounds dramatic? It is, because the truth is, every choice you make today is a seed, and in 30 days, you'll either be harvesting results or regrets. Most people don't realize this. They wake up, scroll through their phone, go through the motions, and tell themselves they'll start tomorrow. But the people who achieve real growth, real transformation, they understand one powerful truth. The future isn't something that happens to you. It's something you build, one day at a time. In this video, we're diving deep into how your actions today, April 10, can create a ripple effect that completely transforms your next 30 days. We're not talking about vague motivation or wishful thinking. We're talking about science-backed facts, hidden psychology, and a proven framework that has changed lives, sometimes in as little as 4 weeks. By the end of this video, you'll understand why today, not tomorrow, is the most important day of your life. The psychology of habit loops, and how one small change can rewire your brain. A powerful 30-day formula that top performers, creators, and leaders quietly use to reinvent themselves. How to break through the autopilot cycle that keeps you stuck and step into a version of yourself that's completely unrecognizable from the one watching this video right now. And the best part? It doesn't require massive change. You don't have to move mountains. You just have to shift the ground you're standing on today. Let's be real for a second. Do you ever wonder why some people seem to grow faster, achieve more, and stay laser-focused, while the rest of us struggle to just stay consistent? The answer isn't luck. It's not talent. It's something much more subtle and far more powerful. It's how they use their days. You see, research shows that up to 40% of our daily actions are habits, not decisions. That means nearly half of what you did today, you didn't even choose. You just repeated what you did yesterday. The same thoughts, the same routines, the same excuses. But here's the catch: if you consciously change just one habit, everything else starts to shift. There's a name for this. It's called a keystone habit, and most people have never heard of it. But high achievers, they use it as a silent superpower. Want to start waking up earlier, eating healthier, launching that side hustle? It all begins with one simple action that you repeat daily, for 30 days. The magic of 30 isn't random. It's psychological. It's neurological. It's powerful. Remember, your brain is always rewiring itself. Every time you do something new, it creates a tiny electrical path. Repeat it enough, and that path becomes a highway. That's how habits form. That's how change becomes automatic. So today, April 10th, is more than just a date. It's your entry point into a different timeline. A version of you who started now, while others waited. Think about this: if you commit to one focused habit today, just 20 minutes a day, you'll have invested 10 hours into yourself by the end of the month. That's more time than most people spend reading in a year, more effort than many put into their dreams across 6 months. And what happens after 30 days? Momentum, clarity, confidence. Because you kept a promise to yourself, still thinking it's not the right time. Let me tell you a lesser-known fact. Most people underestimate what they can achieve in 30 days, but overestimate what they'll do someday. That someday is a lie, a trap, a delay mechanism dressed up as a plan. But not you. You're here, you're listening. That means part of you already knows. Today matters. So if you've been stuck, doubting yourself, or just feeling like life's passing you by, this video is your wake-up call, your reminder, your roadmap. Stay with us, because we're going to show you a simple, practical, and powerful way to make the next 30 days count, not just as a challenge, but as a transformation. Because here's the truth that no one tells you. Big changes don't start with motivation. They start with movement, and movement starts today. This is not just another motivational video. It's a blueprint, a call to action, a mirror held up to your future self, waiting for you to step up. So take a breath, tune in, because what you do today could be the turning point you'll talk about for the rest of your life. Welcome to Limitless Motivation, where we help you unlock your potential, one decision at a time. If you're ready to take control of your next 30 days, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell, because this journey, it's just getting started. We often think our lives are shaped by big decisions, but the truth is, it's the small daily habits that quietly shape who we become. From the moment we wake up to the time we fall asleep, much of what we do runs on autopilot. Whether it's brushing our teeth, checking our phone, or the route we take to work, these routines take up a huge portion of our day, and we barely notice. That's the real power of habits. They don't just fill time, they define it. Every time you repeat an action, your brain builds a shortcut for it. Eventually, your body does it without much thought. This automatic process saves energy and frees your mind for other tasks. But it also means your brain doesn't question if that habit is helpful or harmful. It just runs the script. And here's where things get interesting. If you learn to control these scripts, even slightly, you can direct your life with surprising precision. You don't need endless willpower. You just need to understand how to build better habits, and let them work for you. Because once a habit is formed, it becomes a quiet engine, driving you forward, whether you're aware of it or not. Imagine picking just one thing to focus on for the next 30 days. One habit, one goal, one small change. It might seem too simple to matter, but that's exactly why it works. The 30-day challenge concept is powerful because it removes the pressure of perfection and shifts your focus to consistency. You're not trying to change your entire life overnight. You're just showing up every day for one clear purpose. This kind of focused effort builds momentum fast. Instead of juggling 5 goals and burning out in a week, you channel your energy into a single direction. And when you repeat something daily, even for just a few minutes, it starts to feel natural. It becomes part of you, not because you forced it, but because you made it familiar. 30 days is long enough to see real progress, but short enough to feel achievable. It's a mental trick that makes commitment easier. You're not stuck in a forever plan. You're experimenting, trying something new, and in the process you're proving to yourself that change is possible. That's how transformation begins. Not with a massive leap, but with a small step repeated again and again, until it becomes a new way of living. The first step in any 30-day transformation is clarity. You need to know exactly what you're working toward. That means choosing one specific goal, something meaningful, something that excites you, but also something you can realistically make progress on in the next 30 days. It could be learning a new skill, improving your health, starting a morning routine, or cutting out a bad habit. The key is to make it clear and focused. Vague goals lead to vague results. Once you've chosen your goal, the next step is action, daily action. Set aside a small dedicated amount of time every single day to work on it. Even if it's just 15 minutes, showing up consistently matters far more than intensity. It's that quiet repetition that builds the foundation of real change. To stay on track, accountability helps. Tell someone what you're doing. Join a challenge. Connect with others chasing similar goals. When you know someone's watching, you're more likely to keep going. And don't forget to track your progress. Use a journal, an app, or a simple checklist. Each day you check off builds momentum. You're not just building a habit, you're building trust in yourself, one small promise at a time. Something powerful happens when you stick to a goal, even for just 30 days. You start to see yourself differently. Each day you show up, you send a message to your mind. I can do this. That quiet consistency begins to build self-confidence. Not because everything is perfect, but because you kept going, even when it wasn't. As your confidence grows, so does your sense of control. You're no longer drifting through your days. You're making decisions, taking action. That's where empowerment begins. Not in giant wins, but in steady progress. You start to believe you're capable of more, and that belief opens the door to a growth mindset. A 30-day commitment may seem short, but it creates lasting impact. It breaks the cycle of waiting and wishing. It proves that change doesn't need to be dramatic to be effective. You feel it in your energy, your focus, and your attitude. And even after the 30 days are over, something stays with you. The habits you build, the discipline you develop, and the confidence you gain don't disappear. They become the building blocks for something bigger. That small challenge becomes a shift in lifestyle, a quiet but powerful change in how you show up in your life. What you do today isn't just about today, it's the beginning of something bigger. Every small action you take now shapes the direction of your future. Whether you realize it or not, the next 30 days will pass, but how they unfold depends on what you choose to do right now. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to wait for the right moment. You just need to start today. One step, one habit, one promise to yourself. That's how real transformation begins. So take that first step. Commit to one small change and show up for it every day. It might not feel like much at first, but over time, those small efforts will stack up. They'll build confidence. They'll create momentum. And before you know it, you'll be standing in a different place. Stronger, clearer, more focused than ever before. If this video helped you shift your mindset, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs that push. And if you're ready to keep growing, keep improving, and keep pushing your limits, subscribe to Limitless Motivation and join us on this journey. Your future starts now.